Hey, what's up, you guys? It's your boy Clinton Still, and I'm here to drop a video to advertise my new men's Bible study class. So, one of the things that I've realized recently is that I have a lot of hatred from a lot of different men, right? And so when I analyze hatred, I think, why does somebody hate me, right? What have I done to them? I'm a very self-reflective person, which people try to use against me. But I'm a self-reflective person. So I try to say, what is it that I have done to offend somebody that would make them want to hate me with the amount of intensity? See, that's the second aspect of it. It's one thing is that somebody can hate you. Then it is the intensity by which somebody hates you, right? So you're like, okay, somebody doesn't like me. That's cool. There's multiple reasons under the sun why somebody may not like me. But the intensity, right? Like, I want you like unalived, bro. Like, I don't want you walking this planet anymore, right? Like, so when somebody hates me with that kind of intensity, I say, what is it that it makes me wonder, like, what is it that I have done to offend this person to that point, right? So I started assessing. And so this is why one of the things that I have been doing is I've been creating still reflections. And these are my thoughts and feelings about specific, just life events and different cultural things that are occurring in this world. And so the thing is, I'm a spiritual being, I'm a spiritual man, so I put a spiritual twist on it. So the thing about it is that a lot of people don't see things the way that I see them, which is fine. I am somebody who comes from a very, 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 very religious Christian lineage. My lineage walks very, very closely with Christ. Up until maybe say 2.5 years ago, 3 years ago, when I was more vocal with my preaching, a lot of people knew that I was a Christian, that I followed Christ, but they didn't know just how hard I ride for my bro, Jesus Christ. You know what I'm saying? They just didn't know how hard my lineage rides for Jesus Christ, So the thing about it is, a brief backstory on me is that I am my great-grandfather's reincarnate. My great-grandfather was in Nigeria, and he was a shaman healer of the people. We didn't have fancy Western medicine. We didn't have all of these different pills that give you side effects that make you, dance in commercials and shit, but then it gives you like 10 side effects. Then you got to take more pills for those side effects. We didn't have any of that. We just literally smoked the ganja and just relaxed, and honestly, we didn't subscribe to capitalistic ideals. We didn't want to slave ourselves because that's not who God is. God is not a God who wants to slave you. He wants you to rest. As a matter of fact, today's Sunday. It's the Sabbath. It's a day we're supposed to be resting. So that's part of the reason why I wanted to drop this video today, which is to advertise my men's Bible study. So what's going to happen is I'm going to start a men's Bible study, and I'm going to encourage my wife to start up a women's Bible study. But the thing about it is that we are currently in a hyper-feministic society. Right? We are in a society where, we live in the United States of America. I'm Nigerian American. I say this often. I'm Nigerian American, heavy on the American part. The American part meaning that I am very firmly in belief of the Constitution. I'm I'm a born United States citizen. I was born here, right? So I am completely in my own capacity to engage in all of the rights and liberties of any U.S. citizen, despite my skin tone. It doesn't matter what my skin tone is. I have the same rights as every other American that walks this country as well. So with that said, that also means religious freedom. That means the government can't tell me what religion to practice, and the government cannot tell its people what religion to practice. We cannot uphold this. Now, I'm a staunch Christian. Don't get that wrong. But I am not somebody who ever forces my beliefs on people, because that's not who my God is. That's not who Jesus is. As a matter of fact, Jesus was sent down because God said, I gave you guys the Old Testament and you it up. So let me send down my son to show you how it's done. And they crucified him because he was too perfect. The humans that were already here were complaining that following the Old Testament was too hard. That's why they were failing. They kept saying, God, I'm falling short of the glory you want for me because the rules you set forth are too hard. He says, shut your mouth. I will send down my son and I'll show you how it's done. And what did they do to his son? They killed him for being perfect. The imperfect people killed the perfect one. The one perfect one was killed by the imperfect people because they hated seeing a perfect man walking by that reminded them of all of their imperfections. And not one of those people decided to say, you know what, let me just change all the things that I hate about myself, that when an innocent man is walking by, it makes me want to drag him from city to city and beat his and put him on a cross. Jesus goddamn Christ. So there's a lot of men who don't know how to embody the spirit of my Father Jesus Christ, who don't know how to understand and decipher what's in the Old Testament. Because if you did, you wouldn't hate me with such intensity that you want to put me on a cross. Because you're looking like you play for Satan's team. Oh, yeah, you want to crucify the guy that walks better than you. That makes you a Satanist, bruh. So, not all men walking this earth are Satanists. For those of us that actually want to use our civil liberties and follow Jesus Christ and emulate him, and allow us to enjoy the Spirit and open our hearts to the gifts, the presence, the love, the patience, the healing that he offers. I'm offering a Bible study so that I can help lead men to be better in their embodiment of Jesus Christ. Because there's many lost men out here, and trying to pin me on a cross is not going to make you look better. Because after Jesus Christ was resurrected, and it was then known that he was now the son of the one and only begotten Son of God, how did everybody who tried to crucify him look? All right, so anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I'll be dropping more details on my Instagram, so please stay tuned, and I will be seeing you guys hopefully in Bible study. All right, see you guys later. Peace.